And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Let's get to work, as these machines aren't going to build themselves. So let's do the two repair jobs or upgrade jobs first. Primarily because the sooner we get these done, the sooner we can move on to the actual build. While one of them is, getting tested and running. So we know what we got to fix on this guy. His rig isn't too complicated. That's broken. Owner of a broken rig. And we'll install you. And then we'll plug you in. I don't care about colors because you don't seem to care either. Make sure his RAM is set. Because whoever built his machine is a chump. Alright, let's seal this all off here. Go ahead and run the usual suspects. Derp. And we'll double check and make sure there's no special requirements, because sometimes that happens. Intel, that's fine. That's what we put in. This guy... The water... No, wait, that's the build. Where's the... Oh, there it is. The extra RAM in the other video card. Okay. And was there a special request? Just to make sure that it's A data, which is what we have. Sorry, I'm adjusting the mic again. Alright. Wanted it a little closer. Come to Butthead. Come a little closer. Come to Butthead. Memory. Whoop. There it be. Run the scan. Give it the scan. The scan. Alright, looking good. 3D mark. And Vigicard. This is a pretty abysmal card. We may sell that one. Actually, I was talking about 2 cards in the past to get rid of, so in due course we may, of course, do that. This card here. And again with the usual suspects. Do you have a better line? Nope. But the dude got his A data, so that should make him somewhat happy. Happy. Let's enter the BIOS. Make sure we're getting maximum performance out of our memory. Boop. And we are. Oh, happy day. Alright, we'll let that boot up. Check for the Pr0n. It is Pr0n free and proud. What is Pr0n exactly? Imagine porno, but more graphic. Far more graphic. But it's porn. It can't get more graphic than... More graphic! Okay. The Pr0n. It's like porn with a cherry on the top, but the cherry is actually riddled with everything that can kill you. Alright, let's shut that down. Okay. I'm not to be trusted ever with anything relative or important, for that matter. Alright, let's go ahead and open Sesame. We're going to go with this guy because it was cheaper. Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I want to say it's here, and we'll figure out the second one late in a minute here. Dude's getting so much sheen shit, he's gonna blow his mind. Yeah, I won't go on the upper one for some reason. It's not. Then it's not. It won't go because of the type of computer this is. Ooh, did we get there? Nope. 43.52. Oh, we're so freaking close. Okay, hold on 1 second. We'll check his power supply too before we go too far into this. No, wait, this isn't an adjustable, overclockable machine. You gotta be kidding me. How am I missing this? By so freaking little. With $25 remaining, huh? Okay, R9 390 gaming 8 gig. So how much was this card? Hold on. I knew this was going to be a problem. 350. So we actually have 375. And there was one better card, if I'm not mistaken. We could try this. There was one card that was slightly better. You know what, though? Really quick, I'm going to try something. He didn't say he was an MSI fanboy. He only cared about A data. It's probably worse, but you don't know until you try it. And since we can't upgrade or put up the PC core, we can't upgrade the processor. Like, overclock the processor. And we can't overclock the RAM. I don't know what motherboard is this? I don't think we can go higher than what it's on there. Let's just try that. I knew this was going to happen. These goddamn cards. Storage, the Sheen. Alright, big old 600. Getting a lag all of a sudden. What have I done? I'm going to put the lock on because I have a feeling we might get screwed on that too. Let's just see what happens. I have a feeling this is the worst card. Probably is. We were so close. I don't even remember what we were. I just knew it was close. No, that's you. So that is worse. All right. Well, the only thing I can think of to do is go to the one that's 375 and compare it to what we put in there. So we put this in there. R9 390 versus the GTX 980. RX 390. No, the gamer is slightly better, so that's what we needed. What a douche that I am to not realize that I should have gone with this thing in the first place. Why doubt things that should be apparent to my eyes? I'm a moron. A big fat moron to you. So this should get us there. Big old Sheen buying program right there, huh? 5810. Oh yeah. with 30 bucks remaining. Hey, you know what we could throw in there for 30 bucks? Do 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 do. But it's time to face the music. We will put out your lights. I will murder you on the big ol' Muppet Show tonight. Boom, 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 boom. You know what? Let's not. Let's save that in case we want to do something else with it. 30 bucks. What can we do for 30 bucks? Nothing. So we will do nothing. I want to keep that for the other kid's computer. That way they're matching. We got what this guy needed, so... Well, we do have a spare video card sitting on us now, so that we have two that we gotta figure out at some point here. You know, did I actually uninstall it? I don't know if I did. We'll boot her back up just to check. Yes, we did. Alright, this is done. Let me see here. So, we're waiting on this. A data. Okay. It should be finished. We should make it. Because there's no more money. There is no more money to spend to give this fool exactly what he wants. And anything more would cost us more to do. There we go. Finally. God. You can kind of figure out my pattern of starting from the machine that was last on the list in the shop. I start with that machine because that machine will be all the items kind of flow in the order that you put them in on your order list. So it makes it really easy to remember where stuff needs to go. And then this dude wanted... Alright, now we got 3 more. No, we didn't quite level, so we can't do any of the new things I wanted to do. Alright, upgrade for more FPS in League. Hi, it's me again. Been really happy with my PC you built, even though me mom was heated about it. LOL, said I should have spent it on something useful instead. She never gets technology, says it was a waste of time, but she won't be saying it once I'm earning me MLG prize money. Anyway, I saved up to make it faster. Could you upgrade it so I can get more FPS in League? There's a tournament I want to enter. Wish me luck. Thanks, mate. Ollie. Alright, Ollie. Well, you're already over 3,000, so there's not much we can do to improve upon that except add another Aurorus Radeon in there. So we can actually take this moment to upgrade other aspects of what's going on. Specifically, his RAM. His RAM is abysmal, and he can get up to 3,200 on that rig anyway. So his budget is 600 bucks. We can also maybe even improve his power supply to the best we have, but 550 is still pretty good. Only if we have some leftover cash. Could also swap out his motherboard as well, as long as we stay with a AMD board. Ooh, you know what? I'm getting myself ideas here. Let me see here. Motherboard. We have this guy. Well, it's still 3,200, but it's Crossfire and SLI, so it's not a bad upgrade. It's an easier upgrade because then I can get rid of it. We accept, but what does he really need? What does he really need? Let me see here. Maybe we could even do better than what I was looking at on motherboards. AM4. AM4 here is 210. So if we went with 210... See, this is 32. This is 185. For $25 more, we can get this one. And I'm really, you know, as much as I want to dump this one that we already have. No, let's do the math. Let's do the math. So let's say we go with this one, minus 210. That gives us 390 to spend on RAM, which is really what we want to spend it on, because he's spending it on garbage. And this motherboard, let me see here, if we're going to do this, is 3,600. So memory can only get up to 3,200. So maybe that's the reason not to go that high. Yeah, I'm sold on that. That's a reason not to do that one. So we'll do the other one, which was $25 cheaper. So that puts us at 415. I'll double check on that too. Motherboard. There it is. So we have 415. So yeah, let's look at memory. Let's look at 32 gigs, and we've got 415 bucks to put into this. So okay, so as much as damn, $5. We're $5 too high. Motherfucker. Okay, so what does he currently have? He has this in there. That's 3200, but it's enforces crossfire. So what we could do is we could nix the motherboard here and save that for another time. Memory 3200, and so we have 600 to spend. So you know what we could do? Maybe that's four. So that's 420 right there. So we can't put in any more. So that gives us 180. Better hard drive probably. Wouldn't hurt. Because he's running that really crappy one. Can't really get much in the better wattage outside of this one. So we'll get the better power supply in there. And that leaves us with 40 bucks to spend. Geez, I really don't know. The one we bought over here. I can't really upgrade that now that I'm thinking about it because we can't use this one. So, like, if we do... Yeah, that's $5 too much. So... we could go here, but I still don't want to do that because we can't get the other fan in there, and I want to get that other fan back in there. So let's just go with the solid state 60 in there, and it gives us the 40 bucks left over. I can't think of anything to buy that's better outside maybe a better cooling unit. But even then, it's like I'd rather go wait to go liquid cooling if I'm really going to do it. So yeah, we'll wait on that. Again, we already got the best possible power supply. I guess we could buy more case fans. There we go. I'm happy with that. Had to think of that one for a bit, but should be fine. Upgraded parts needed. I'm in the market for some upgrades. I'm a pretty hardcore gamer, lol, so I needed to benchmark 3891. Could you get that done in 8 days? I have also seen AI water coolers on the internet. I want one cooler. Master components are about to be the bomb. I worry about used parts. What are you at now? 3573. Okay, so and you got a shitty DFL in there. RAM and processor are fine. So we need to pretty much take his budget of 445. We need to accept. I'm told we are going to do that. Go to cooling. And we'll go with that one. So minus 70 bucks. We have $375 to spend on a Vidya card. So that's, you know what? We know what we're spending it on is that freaking Sheen one. Right? Yep, the 980 Gamer XL is the best one we can buy. So alright, boom. And that covers his budget. Request for repairs. This is pretty straightforward. Can you make some repairs for me? I kicked my PC by accident, of course. If I don't know what's happening, you're an expert. My son is always going about 3D Mark. What is that? I hear you use used parts. Don't do that. Thanks. A. All right. So motherboard is a AB350 Gaming 3. Ooh, which one though? GAAB. Is it M or no? It's regular. So it's this one here. That's 110. And your graphics card is a RX 390X. What? R9 390X. Oops. And which one is it? The regular 8 gig. Alright. Could you repair my rig? Can you have a look at it for me? I have no idea what's wrong. I see lights on the motherboard when I try to boot, but there's nothing happens. My son is going on about 3D Mark. I'd love some plastic orange cables in there. Well, that's good. That's all we were working with. 185. That's going to be your probably the motherboard. It's that or the processor. I see lights on the motherboard when I try to boot, but nothing else happens. Oh, so it's not the motherboard. It could be the 185 processor? It's 150. Plus 33 would be that combo. So this is hard to tell, actually. So we don't know what's wrong with this one. So here's our solution: is we're going to accept this quest. We're not going to order our parts yet because we're going to do same day order on these guys. So that's just the way it's going to be because we got to diagnose this. So let's make sure all the rigs are coming. Good. All right, so let's power down, turn off, and we'll try to get these 4 rigs done this episode while we're here. Alright. So this is the one we're not too sure what's going on. And that's spinning. No CPU found. Okay, so it's just the CPU? Doesn't seem right. Under the BIOS as well. No RAM. No CPU, no RAM. Simple enough. There you go. That would explain that much money. Sheen Titan 4 gig. That did not help. Sheen Titan 4 gig. 35. And its processor is a 1300X. And I just want to double check here. 150, 185. Yep. Alright, let's make sure we do same day. Looks good. Now, we could buy the other stuff, but I'm not going to right now. Because I don't want to get all that stuff mixed in with this order. So that, and then that may not make sense to some of you guys, but it makes sense to me. And that's all that's important. No, I'm just kidding. But literally, it makes sense to me to do that. Do it that way. It looks like he's already got orange in here, though. That looks yellow. But we're going to disconnect everything anyway. Oh, wait, I don't need to take the video card out. Nothing connected there. Nothing connected there. Alright, let's put in the new stuff. Memory broken. Connect it all. Looks like it already had orange put in there, but whatever. We don't need to mess with the RAM either on that guy. Come in. Slow ass piece of shit. Alright, replace motherboard, replace graphics card. Oh boy. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, the RAM. I'm like, what's holding it in? Alright. Let's put the parts back in. I did open one, okay. See how sometimes the cooling units don't show up the same? It's kind of weird. Let's get that installed. This one done? Looks like it. And you know what? Because I didn't check, let me do this really quick. Come on. Okay, it doesn't matter. Should have realized that when it was the crappy RAM. Alright. Just power it up to make sure. God damn it. I keep forgetting whether or not we actually removed the software. Yeah, we did. Alright. Who are you? What do you want? AIO cooling in your tiny little piece of shit. Okay, hold on really quick. Speaking of pieces of shit. Orange cabling, we did that in there. No, we didn't use any used parts. And we're 3D marking it now. Cooler master worries about used parts. We don't use used parts for that anyway. Okay, so. Yeah, we got, I know for sure we did justice on this card here. Um, so let me think. I don't think I did anything with RAM. So let's go ahead and all right, it's got to be it because we spent the max money. Not that it always means you did good, but and usually it does. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. You are done. Set up this because we need it every bit to count, right? This guy's done. We'll run that. All right. So this dude was, I think, a new power supply and kick-ass RAM, if I am not mistaken. So kick-ass RAM it will be. All right. We also have a solid state drive as well. And we did that too. Yeah. Almost didn't make it. So two things. We want that, and then we want boom. $38.91. Oh, right on the money. So this guy be done. All right. Sorry. Work text. Edit it out. Nope. Alright, we'll just let that run. Let's go over here and make some stacks. Because we did what these guys asked, so... Yay! Yay! And then the ones I always worry about are the ones with the cabling, which is here. Yes! And we hit level 9! Yes! So, we'll talk about that. I'm excited, because level 9 is a big, big level. We're going to go ahead right now, without buying anything else, and we're going to go in and buy PC Bay. We might want to look at the auto standoff, but I'm not going to do that yet. Let's go ahead and buy this now. Let's go ahead and install it, and I'm going to explain it as best as I can. But it's pretty much eBay. It's eBay for computer parts and computers, and you can buy stuff on there as well as you can sell stuff on there. And the big one for me has always been that the fact that you can sell rigs on there is really, really good. Also, any shitty, crummy parts that we would normally just outright sell, you may be better off selling them on PC Bay, but they still take up space in your inventory. Not that you have it. I don't think there's a limit to one's inventory, but there is things going on there. So you can see there's actually 2 straight up PCs in here that are, you know, I don't usually buy the regular rigs outright. And the reason I don't is usually because they come with really crappy video cards, and all we'd be doing is putting better cards in them. So I'm not going to buy these 2, but there are broken PCs that show up on PC Bay. Now they take several days to get here, so you can't rely on them for anything practical. But you can see we got a little post-it thing, and that auction sticker we can put right along rigs that we want to work on and get money for. So it's a really neat little piece of ability to have. And the other thing that you're going to want to make sure you have access to is a place to store those PCs. Now, with that said, you can store them in the hallway, but there's a finite amount of space for them there. And if you don't have room for your money-making jobs, your big heavy-duty money-making jobs, you're not gonna have room for your PC-based stuff that takes about 5 days in-game to sell off. So you start burning up your the space that you have, and it's just not going to fly. So you're better off. What you're better off doing is actually investing in this guy. We're not going to invest in it right away. Well, yeah, you know what? We may as well. And what we can do is store PC Bay rigs, and when we buy empty towers, which is going to be another thing we could buy on PC Bay, we have a place to store them. And you can't underutilize that at all. That is a very... At first, I thought I'd never use it, and then when I started fooling around with the PC Bay stuff, I got the when I started using PC Bay a lot more to make some cash back, to me that was like night and day. Like how much money, how much importance it was to have that extra space. Can you help me make my PC faster? My mate's PC benchmarks at 3811, so I need at least that. Can you get it done by tomorrow? I've seen those AIO water coolers on the internet. I want one. Don't try to pass any used parts. I want all new stuff. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay? M. Johnson. 3811. Well, R390 8 gig. Is that really that bad? R390. It's not that bad. It's a pretty good card. It's right here. I mean, that's the LE edition. Which version does he have? Oh, that's the same one. So I'm reluctant to think his score is because of the video card. It's processor and possibly RAM. 565, huh? Well, minus the cost of the water cooler. So let's go into this shop. And we'll go with the cheapest one because he's not... It's never been... Okay, so that... Okay, so... Let's do that. Let's do... His budget is 565 minus 70, 495. So we have a lot of money to spend, is what it breaks down to. I want to say his video card should be fine for that number. It's really good card. You can't dual card, so that's not an option. Let's do the 8 gigabyte 3000 megahertz G-Skill. The blue one. That's another 100. Puts us at 395. If we put in... Okay, let me think, because what if we could put in a better video card? At 395... That's the R9 390X. It's the same card, it's just slightly better. So I can't possibly believe that it's a video card thing. So let's go back into processors really quick. And try to make it, because we could put a third stick of RAM in there. So, even with the best processor in there, we can do that. I don't see a reason to go with this one for $10. Well, for $10 more, may as well. So, boom. That gives us 145 left. So, another stick of that RAM. That puts us at $45. So, I don't know what else we can do for $45 to improve performance. Not on this guy. But those two things should really, really help. Alright, let's go. Build me a PC worthy of a TOEFL boyfriend, huh? Alright, let's take a look. Will it run... Hey, TOEFL boyfriend. Recommended specs. Could you build me a new PC? Do you think you get to play Hateful Boyfriend, A School of Hope and White Wings? I know used parts can be cheaper, like new ones. Always 3D. He wants it 3D marked. So his budget is 1,015. So 1,015. All right, let's take a look. Surprisingly, even on recommended specs, it's not a really powerful machine. So let's go with the usual suspects for what we would normally buy. The tower is 60. The power supply, we'll go with a 550 for now. Oh, we have one, so minus... That's right, because of the thing we bought before. The storage, we'll go with the Sheen. So minus 60, which we're not sitting on one of those. But we could actually, you know what? You know what we'll do? Let's make the assumption that we're going to use the other one. The one that we're sitting on. So, minus 105. That gives us 795. We'll come back to the graphics card. He needs 4 gigs of memory. It's saying that he uses Intel. But what would be cheaper? Let's figure this out via motherboard setups here. If we want to do... I don't want to do a Cabby Lake. We could do this guy. So minus 185. And that's an AM4. That gives us 610. So the processor needs to be a Ryzen. Anything really is going to be better than that. So... Now that's not a brand new one. But we'll, you know what? We'll go with that. So minus 170. And we have 440 left. We'll go with... did you want any special cooling? We accept that. No. So we'll go with the cheapo cooling. Alright, so all that's left is memory and graphics card, I believe. So memory is 4 gigs. That motherboard is 3200, I believe. So let's go right to 3200. And I want to put 16 gigs in there if possible. But then it reflect, and we won't be able to put any, you know, we'll come back to memory. We'll come back to memory. So even on the recommended specs, you can put a shitty ass card in there. Are we holding on to a card that we don't want anymore? We should be. We should have two. These two. They're both really expensive though. This is $350, I think. So if we theoretically use that, we have $80. So let me check here. So what can we do 3200 at? Well, we can put 4 gigs in there. And that's all he needs at 3200. Anything bigger, though, is out of the question. But let's do that. And I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to put that fan in on the kid's computer. Oh, well. Let's take a look. Because we have the motherboard. This is for somebody else, I think. Right? Let me double check. I know we've got this. We've got this. No, so this is unnecessary. Because we're going to use the nicer one that we have. Alright, diagnose and fix. Can't believe my PC broke. Whatever's broken, you'll need to have a look at it to work out what's happened. I kicked the PC by accident, of course. Do you like cable modeling? I saw some plastic green cables. We don't have that. Pretty sure we don't. Plastic, plain green. I hear 3D Mark's a great way to test stability. We accept, but let's take a look here. 220. And what is this complaint? He doesn't really specify. He says he kicked it. Well, the motherboard is not $220. The video card might be, of all things. But we're going to have to diagnose this in person in order to figure this one out. But luckily, every other item in there should be fine. We're going to recycle some of that old stuff that we were carrying for this other dude's DDoS's rig. And then fixing this PC is just going to be something we have to test out. So, to find out. So, let's make sure we accepted everything. I don't know if it's in there. I only see 2 in there, which is not good. Okay, it's all there. And the shop is full of our stuff. Let's go ahead and make it the next day. And really quick, oh, I left the computer on. Darn it. We were doing so well. What I want to do is diagnose this dude's computer really quick and get the parts ordered before we stop for the day. Alright. It's not powering up. So I have a feeling, a unique suspicion, that it's the motherboard and possibly the power supply together. And really quick, cables. We didn't order them yet, so that's fine. Power supply is fine. It's the motherboard and possibly something else. Could be the processor, too. I know, we're going a little long, guys. Just bear with me. That way, when we get the parts, we know what we got to use them on. Hee hee hee. So that's broken. That's fine. His cooler's fine. So it seems like it's really just the motherboard? I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Yeah, there we go. Broken hard drive as well. 500 gig hard drive. Well, at least we don't have to check it for viruses. So, motherboard. is a B250M Gaming 5. B2... Wait a minute. GA B250M. GAB... Okay, 250M. And storage... There we go. We'll leave the broken parts in there so we know what needs to be fixed. So everything should be there this time. We'll do same day delivery. Bam. And really quick while we're here, that's a pretty much cheapo case. Ooh, RX 574 gig. Oh yeah. This is not a broken PC, so we're not paying that. We can't afford that to spend money like that. All right. Okay. Really quick, I'm just going to put these parts in, but we're not going to do the testing because I want to make sure that we put everything where it's supposed to go and have all this computer stuff back where it needs to be. Because yeah, because I'm going to go get me some food after this. And I don't want to forget what's supposed to go where. And that memory. And cabling green. Bear with me, guys. That's the big one I would have screwed up right there. Let it boot. All right, and we spent the perfect amount of money on it too. Because of these stupid things. All right, so the only thing we didn't do is test it. Hence why I left the flash drive in there. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy, and when we come back, we're going to knock these 3 computers out. We're going to do a few more little upgrades and stuff regarding, not upgrades, but we're buying more stuff on PC Bay. We're going to start figuring out if we want to get rid of some really bad processors and a few other things, make some money back, and maybe get those things out of our inventory. Because we do have a lot of stuff in our inventory that we either A, may never use, or B, there may never be a reason to put it in a machine because it's just so low quality that it just is kind of pointless. And we can make a few bucks on that over the next couple days in game. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/jacktardstudios. And, check out our live gaming shows there. We've got 2. We've got Hobo Headcrab Blind Plays. Buddy of mine grew up in the wrong generation, missed out on some of the great classic RPG games, and he's playing through them for the first time blind, and he's loving it. And I'm with him, and we're on a live cam, so you can see me live there. We have our tabletop show that's on Tuesday, which is the Chairman of the Board show. Sometimes we also have one on a Sunday. So some weeks you get 2 of them. That's 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. Hobo Headcrab show is Thursday, every other Thursday, pretty much at 7:30, and then I fill in the gaps. I'm streaming Monday, Thursday when Hobo's not streaming, Saturday, and sometimes on Fridays, and sometimes on Wednesdays. So I know it's kind of a bumpy schedule, but it kind of is. It'll be that way for a little while anyway. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.